What a strange parable. The master of the house ends up commending his dishonest steward, not for being dishonest, but for the shrewdness with which he dealt with the situation that now that he was found to be dishonest. It was shrewdness and not the dishonesty that the master praises. And his shrewdness lay in the fact that when, as the steward, he was entitled to a certain percentage of the master's, whatever the people owed him, which was written into the bill. I like to think that what the dishonest steward was doing was he was cutting out his own commission, which would lessen the bill. He was willing to give up what was rightfully his because he knows that he's got to make some kind of plans for when he is thrown out of the master's house. But the parable reminds us that, all of us are stewards. We think of the things that we have, whether it's material wealth or spiritual gifts, and we have this idea sometimes that this is mine. It's not mine. It's something that God, as a blessing from God, He has lent to us for a time, and that we are to use that not only for our own personal gain, but to be of a help and to feather our nest, in a sense, so that other people will look upon us with greater kindness. Nothing that we have is really ours. We can't take it with us. There's a Spanish proverb that says, there are no pockets in burial shrouds. So Jesus is challenging us to look at the gifts that we have, recognize that we are but stewards of them, and to use them well, to use them for the benefit of others. Let's pray as we kind of do a mental checklist of all of the things that we tend to think of as ours. My time, my money, my car, my house, and realize that those are gifts that the Lord gives to us, not for all eternity, but they're on loan, and we are to be good stewards of the gifts that He gives us. Even in the context of the Eucharist, when He gives us His body and blood, it is not mine. That grace, that presence that He gives us are to be shared and put to the benefit of others. Might take a little change in our worldview when we review all of the things that God has given us, but realize that they're not mine, they are blessings. And as blessings, I am the steward whose task is to make sure that these blessings are not just for me, but to be shared for the good of others.